Hi, I'm Todd Wente, and this is the Daily 180. 180 seconds of motivation and inspiration intended to help you take action and make progress in your life. This is episode 361 of the Daily 180, and today we're going to be continuing our series of L words by talking about the word lighten. Now, when I think about the word lighten, actually the first thought that comes to my mind is backpacking. When I was doing my first backpacking trip, I was about 10 years old. And I had a backpack that was almost as large as I was. And it was filled with whatever it was that my parents thought that I would need, a jacket and a couple of other things, but it wasn't terribly heavy. As I got older, of course, I went on more backpacking trips, and I am the kind of person that has a tendency to want to prepare for everything. I want to prepare for every eventuality, every situation that might come along the way. And so as a result, whenever I'm packing my pack or packing a bag for a trip or something of that nature, I have a tendency to overpack. Now, some of you may experience this with me, and you may recognize where this is going, and I often have to remind myself that I need to lighten my load. I need to let go of some things. Sometimes I need to say to myself, how much am I really going to need this? Is this an 85% thing? Is this a 55% thing? Or is it the 35% thing? What are my chances of actually needing it? And as I look at things, especially as I evaluate them around their weight, I have to ask myself, is it worth the wait? Sometimes in our lives, we're kind of in a similar situation. There are things that we carry with ourselves as we move through our lives that we hang on to for whatever reason. Sometimes we hang on to them because we feel that they're a source of identity. But sometimes that identity is an identity that's decades or maybe more old. And it's not really representing who we are or where we want to go with our lives. Sometimes we hang on to things. We hang on to hurt. And sometimes we hang on to it because we don't know what else to do with it. We don't know how to let it go. We don't know how to learn the lesson and leave the hurt behind. There are all kinds of things that we might be carrying with us on our journey as we go through life that are making it harder for us to move forward. They don't make it impossible, but they do make it harder. And sometimes they make the journey a lot more difficult. If, like with backpacking, we can learn to lighten the load by letting go of some things that maybe we've learned the lesson for, and now we just need to be happy and move forward, perhaps it makes it easier for us to make progress along the way. I hope this has given you something to think about. I know it's been something that's been heavy on my mind lately with some things going on in my own life and the lives of my family. So I wanted to share that with you and hopefully help you find some peace and find something to be able to work with. In the meantime, please feel free to share this video. Share it wide and far. We'd love to have more people join us on the journey. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so that you can be notified when we release any further posts that we're going to be doing. We're continuing to march our way through the alphabet and talking about how we make progress. In the meantime, I am Todd Wente. This has been the Daily 180. Go forth and conquer. We'll see you next time.